Hi, my name is Christina. My business is Lynn Financial. I love to talk about money because I believe that financial savviness is a skill that you can master. What I want to talk to you today about are the two reasons why I think it's okay to buy yourself a Christmas present this Christmas. If you've watched any of my other videos or if you know me, this may not sound like something I would typically advise, because I am all about following your budget and saving for your future and paying off any debt that you have. However, this is kind of a sensitive time of year, Christmas for some people, and I think under a couple of circumstances, it's totally okay to buy yourself a Christmas present. So my first reason why I think it's totally legitimate to buy yourself a Christmas present is when you do not have a significant other that you're going to be with on Christmas. So if you're flying solo this holiday season, I'm sure you're kind of bracing for that moment when everyone else is opening their gifts and you don't have any to open. So this happens to me every Christmas now when I'm with my family, and my family is so wonderful and they do get me presents. But sometimes maybe there is this awkward moment that is not avoidable when the spouses are exchanging gifts themselves, and then when it's my turn, I don't have anything like that. You know, it's what it is. It's better to be alone than with the wrong person, so I'm not complaining about that. But there is a bit of an awkward moment that can happen if you are alone for Christmas or with family or friends. However, you don't have a significant other to partner with. So in that case, I think it's totally okay to buy yourself a present. I don't actually wrap a present and then open it in front of everybody, but it's something that in the back of my mind, I'm really looking forward to using or opening when I get back home, because I know exactly what I want. The size, the color, the timing, everything is something that I can nail. And I probably wouldn't buy it for myself any other time of the year, but it's something that I'm splurging on for Christmas to treat myself. So if you're solo out there this Christmas, buy yourself a present. And for all you single parents out there, make sure to buy yourself a present because you totally deserve it. This is not the easiest job in the world, but you're doing an awesome job. And my second reason why I think it is very much okay to buy yourself a Christmas present for yourself is if your love language is gift giving, but your significant other or partner or spouse is not very good at getting presents. So if you haven't heard of the five love languages before, it's a book written by Gary Chapman. It's amazing. They have an easy online quiz that you can take if you want to figure out what your love language is. So go check that out. If you really love giving gifts and receiving gifts, like a lot, your love language is probably gift giving. And so I can identify with those people who are always saying, my spouse is the worst gift giver ever. And for some people, probably for me, that would be really irritating because it's a sign of their lack of love. They don't mean it like that. However, that's how it's translating to me, because in my world, a gift is a token of love from the other person. So when they're not putting enough effort into it, or they don't just nail it, or if it's not thoughtful, if it's not nice enough, that may really hit me harder than it needs to, just because my love language is gift giving and theirs is not. Theirs is something else. So if that is sounding familiar in your relationship, I suggest that you just go ahead and buy yourself your own Christmas present, because unless you have figured out how to train your spouse to get you the presents that you like, you're actually going to be the one that knows yourself best and can totally knock it out of the park with the right gift. Maybe it's time to start your own little bank account, put just a little bit of money aside so you can go guilt-free before Christmas and buy yourself an amazing present that will really make you happy. And that way you don't have to be upset with your spouse or your partner because they didn't fulfill your needs or make you happy. Now, of course, disclosure, I always recommend to never do it outside of your budget. You should be paying for this out of money from your checking account or cash. Don't go put it on a credit card. And you should also not succumb to impulse buys. So don't just, when you're Black Friday shopping and you see something cool for yourself, don't just pick that up and say, oh, I'm going to give this to myself for Christmas. This should be something that you really want, that would bring you happiness, that you've thought about, that you know that maybe your spouse wouldn't get for you. That's the type of item that I think you should be getting for yourself. I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas.